Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to be showing you an overview of the PayAIO extension. So let's go ahead and begin today's video. I'm going to begin on the settings page just to start this video, then I'll go ahead and break down the rest of the extension. So on the settings page you're going to have this slider here. Now, this slider is going to go ahead and turn on and off the extension. So when I slide this to the right, as you guys can see, it's blue, that means it's on. If I slide it to the left, as you guys can see, it turns off, and this icon's here, so it shows that you can have the extension on at all times, and if you want to go ahead and actually activate it or disactivate it, you can use this slider here. I'm going to keep it on for this tutorial. Below that, it's going to show your PayAIO license. I've blurred it out for this video, but obviously you can go ahead and bind the license when you originally download this, so you can actually use the extension, and you can unbind at any point as well. Below that, you can go ahead and enter a Shopify coupon if you wish, and then you can go ahead and use a browser proxy in the formation IP ports, username and passwords. And once you enter a proxy, hit the set button to set the proxy, or you can remove it if you wish. Scrolling down the settings page past browser proxy, you have PayPal. You can go ahead and enter your email and password, and then you can go ahead and log into PayPal based on this information. Then you have your Discord section. You can put in your Discord username, your Twitter username. For install sign up, you can select the location. Other locations here, and then below that you have the auto features, which is auto submit, cart bypass, disable site animations, Shopify requests, bots only. And once you go ahead and make any changes on this page, make sure to go ahead and hit the save button. And if you wish to go ahead and import or export these settings at any point, you can utilize these buttons down here. With the billing section, the reason why I've skipped out the task section is because I want to break down this section first and then move over to the task section to end off today's video. So it's very simple. For the billing section, you go ahead and enter some details here, pretty basic. You put in your card info, you can save the card info once you're done, then you can go ahead and import and export it once you're done as well. So I'm going to go ahead and fill out this information here. We have all the information written out here. As you guys can see, I'm going to hit the save button, and that will go ahead and save my info. I'm going to hit the OK button and move over to the task section. So there's three sections within the task inspector that I'm going to go ahead and break down. You have Supreme, Custom and Restock. So for Supreme, for example, you go ahead and enter your keywords. Once again, similarly to the application, if you guys do utilize that, you have positive and negative keywords, positive representing by a plus and negatives with a hash, and the comma to go ahead and separate them. So I'd go plus test minus test to go ahead and separate a positive keyword and a negative keyword, and I'm indicating that's a separate keyword using the comma. Then for color, you go ahead and enter the color. Once again, you indicate that it's another color using the comma there. You go ahead and hit the quantity, your category, your size, then you configure your submit delay, and then once you're done with your settings, you hit the start button and we'll go ahead and start the task. Obviously I haven't filled out this information so it won't work, but that's typically how you would do this, and obviously you can go ahead and save it, import and export if you wish. Moving over to custom, this is your custom autofill. So here is where you can go ahead and put in your name/class and then the text or action. So I'm going to call this test, for example, and then I'm going to call the action fill, for example, just for the purpose of this video to show you how this works. I'll hit add, the field is test, and then the text is fill. For example, if you go to the select a field to delete, you will see the field pop up here, and you can go and delete it, and as you guys can see, it gets deleted here. So all the fields and texts will appear there once you go ahead and create it. Then once you're done, once again, you can save, import and export if you wish. Moving on to restock, this is where you can go ahead and use the restock part of the task inspector. So you can go ahead and put in a password URL, you put it in there, and the shortcut is Control B. So whatever URL put in there, it will go ahead and load onto that. And for auto clicker, you can configure it with the URLs and nitros. Obviously, putting this to the right will go ahead and activate it, putting it to the left will deactivate it. And here, this is set to any by default, but this is actually a URL filter. So at the moment, I'm just going to keep it on any. If you want to filter the URLs, then you can enter it there, and then you hit the start button to run it. As you guys can see, it is running at the moment. I can hit the stop button if I wish to stop it. So that is going to go ahead and conclude the overview of the PayAIO extension.